Hello everybody and welcome to the 17th C tutorial where we will be looking at the define keyword. Now, what a define is as part of this thing called the preprocessor, which happens up here. It can happen anywhere in a file, but it doesn't even have to be in a function, and it can carry out things like if statements, and in ways it can do loops, I believe. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at one of the more basic ones of one of the basic things in it. So you might notice up here there is a hashtag include here. Now this is part of our preprocessor, and what it does is it tells our compiler to import the stdio.h library along with the header file, which contains all of the function definitions. So it's for things like printf and such. So I'm going to show you how to declare a define, but first of all let's see what a define is. So what a define is a global variable that is which isn't modifiable in a conventional sense, but it can be redefined in other ways, but I'll get to that in a later tutorial. I don't generally redefine them because they're quite helpful for things like constants throughout programs. Like if you're going to make a game, it's quite good for holding like the screen resolution, so you can have one called X and it will hold 640 by 480 and such, and you can have one called Y, which is X is 640 and Y is 480. So I'll demonstrate how you do it. So what you do is you put hashtag define. Now that was easy, wasn't it? And then you call it what you want to call it. So we'll call it, then I can spell, and then we put our value next to it, so we're going to call it 2. This can also be a character or whatever you want within reason. I think the only limit is strings, though no doubt someone's going to prove me wrong in the comments, because I don't generally use these for strings. I just use these for integers throughout programs, so that's why I do this. So what we do, how it works is we start with define here, our keyword which tells the compiler that we're going to be defining a global variable. Then we have the name or the identifier, which is here. Note there's no equal sign. And then we have the literal value of this identifier, which is 2. Now this can be accessed like any other variable, so we can go print f, as I mentioned in some of the tutorials. I'm going to do a /n. Also, we can use this throughout the program. It doesn't have to be a main if we were to declare a new function. This will just return an example, which should anyway. It will. So actually, no return type is there in void. As I say, it's been a while. As I was saying in the last video, so 2 weeks. Turn. So it should get 2 in both of these. And that should be it done. We can go and compile it. Let's call it define. Let's see. We should have no errors. Yep. So then we can go define, and it's going to print 2. So this is just accessing the preprocessor define directly, and this is obviously a return value of the function. Sorry, I just scratched my head there. It's the return type of the function, which it returns from exactly the same thing. So you can use that. I tend to prefer it to const int. I don't know why, and I think a lot of people don't. I think it sort of distances it more from regular variables, and thus I can differentiate it easier in my mind. But this was the define tutorial. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I will see you again on the next episode, where I will be talking about structures rather than the rest of the preprocessor, which I'll get onto later. See you later, and goodbye.